Alright guys, today we're up at the lumber mill. We're going to be making some steaks. We got our nice pile. We got our power bank. Ignore the three-way. We don't really need that. A nice pile of sharpened steaks. Usually they're bought from us in like 1,000 at a time. So right here we've got, I think, 80. We need to turn into this right here. They're 5 foot long to 1.5 by 1.5. We got our drill. We actually just sharpened the blades on it, so not that you can tell because I just used it. But that's what we'll be doing today. So let's get started. This one here we're just gonna sharpen because for us, we're not gonna sell this one. It's probably just gonna break. Some of these are bowed. They've been sitting here for about a day or so. One time I both cut and sharpened 300 of them in one night. Really get rolling, it doesn't really take that much time. Now the reason I'm looking at both ends is because one end is not a square end. And you want to hammer down on the square end. Like this one here, you can see how I cut down this end here, but I did not cut down this end here. This end is already pretty square, but this is the end that we're going to be turning into the steak. So. Now, if you're not careful, you'll see what happens. Some of these have a square end on both sides because they were 10-footers. Time-lapse, because most long videos don't get that many views. Okie dokies. So, some of the boards are kind of rotten. Now, most of the time, it's strong enough to hold up to the pressure, but the ends sometimes break, and that's what happened. Got stuck. Ooh, that's hot. Got stuck inside of here. So now I've got to go with a screwdriver and dig that out before I can do anything. Alright, so we just dug it out with the screwdriver. Because of the amount of friction, this thing heats up and gets really hot. You don't really have to let it cool down, but if this part starts getting too hot, then you need to let it cool down. So it can ruin the drill. But we just used a little chainsaw tool. Pretty simple. We're going to give this another whack at. If it breaks off inside the drill again, then we're just going to trash the stake. Here we go. Nice pile, sharpened stakes. There's a couple little iffy ones in there, but it's on order of 1,000. And we always give them 100 or so extra, so. This is what we have stacked. This is 200 and some odd. There's stacks in 25. So they're easy to count. And we used 5%. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, I have talked about it a bit. I never thought I'd actually do it, but I did. I got myself a four-wheeler. And this thing is nice because I can joyride with it without having to worry about a steering wheel or anything. I never really liked that. Or not leaking, I just had a thing of oil up here that was dripping. It's got a nice ball. It's a inch and 5/8, I think. Or maybe it's a 2 and 5/8. I don't know. I forget. Got this thing for 1,100.
1 7/8.
1 7/8. Okay. It's a 2-stroke, so you put the gasoline up here, put your 2-cycle oil in here. Doesn't take engine oil, and it does not have an oil filter, which is nice. The front, pretty much everything on the front needs to be replaced. I already replaced the bushings, the A-arm bushings. I need to replace the shocks. I have those coming. I actually just recently got the bearings this morning, the hub bearings, so I need to get a new CV boot. And then I've got some tie rod ends coming. This is the tie rod. But if you look, it's wobbly. And that's because the tie rods need to be replaced. The air intake was not set up right, so I went ahead and just put a boot on there. But it runs nicely. Yeah, I got a nice little flatbed trailer for it.